All right, I'm about to give you the game on how I dropped out of college for 2 years and then got back into college and got another full ride basketball scholarship.
Hoop loud.
This is not a video condoning or championing or trying to motivate you to drop out of college. I did it because it was the best move for me, but if you can stay in and get that knocked out, then go ahead and do that. Me, myself, I dropped out because my mother and father had both passed away and I needed to take care of my younger sibling. So I did that for 2 years. That person went ahead and graduated high school, then we went off to college together. So that's a different situation than a lot of people have to deal with. But for all intents and purposes, stay in school. But just in case you're out of school, you want to get back in, this is the game of how I did so and how you can get a full ride scholarship doing it. The first thing I did was I didn't chase anybody that wasn't chasing me. That's a good rule of thumb for life, for getting back into school to find a scholarship, dating, for finding a job, just period. That's just that will take you so far, but I'll keep it in the context of you getting a scholarship. Do not waste your time chasing schools that aren't chasing you. A lot of times you can lose your blessing or not being able to identify it only because you're so worried about what everybody else is getting. You're so worried about this person signed with that person, not National Signing Day, this person signed with that person. Well, who are you going to sign with? What opportunity is going to be the best for you, the best fit for you? And to cut down on time, you want to make sure that you're only looking at the people that are looking at you. So once I dropped out of college, I had already had schools looking at me when I was in college. When I was in the junior college in Utah, I had already had schools looking at me. So I just kept those letters. So when it was time for me to get back into college, what I did was I went straight through those letters and I just headhunted those individuals. I went straight to those schools. After being gone for 2 years, I already had, in the business world, they call it warm leads. People that have already shown interest in you. I've already done that. Why do I need to go knock on doors and cold call people that never heard of me, never seen me hoop? Why would I go there? I'm going to the people that already said, hey, Bill, we rock with you. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Go where you already have people that are interested in you. You're not trying to, listen, I don't want you to try to convince anyone of your game. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to waste time trying to convince people of what you have. If they can't see it, if they can't see it when you're in the room, then maybe that's the wrong room. My second one I would say is be prepared. Be prepared for the opportunity. And that means a lot of different things. That's not just one thing, but I'll tell you some things that made me prepare for the opportunity. One is, my mindset was, how can I make this an easy decision for you? Meaning if you're the coach. How can I make that the easy decision? I understand that you are looking for an investment to your program. And you want to make a safe bet. You want to make a safe investment. I want to make sure that you understand that it's going to be a safe move going with me. So how do I do that? I showed up with my transcript already. I already has my grades. I already shows you that I'm going to go. Not only am I going to go to class, I'm going to excel in class. I'm going to take care of my business. You're not going to be the person you're not going to have to drag me to class, come find me. You're not having to worry about me doing any foolishness. This is going to be a safe bet. So number one, I have my transcript in hand. That's something that a lot of people won't be doing. People think that, oh, if I can just have a high vertical, or I can just, whatever sport, I don't want to just make this about basketball, but whatever sport, if I can just do the skill correctly, then that means everything else will fall into place. I've been in school with a lot of boneheads that could play the sport, but are duds, okay? Not smart. And I don't mean like smart just academically. I'm just like, the decision making that they make outside of their sport is just idiotic. Case in point, we had a school that we played. We had a school that we played when I was in JUCO. I'm spitting. We had a school that we played in JUCO, and I kid you not, this boy, robbed a Burger King that was in a food court of a mall. Like that kind of stuff. You just don't. It's either you got it or you don't got it, okay? So no matter how many points a game that he scores, no matter how many rebounds he gets, how many touchdowns he gets, how many home runs he hits, how many doggone laps he can swim under a certain amount of seconds and doggone while swimming, it doesn't make a difference. He does not make good decisions. That means he is not a good investment, okay? So you want to make sure that this coach knows that you are a safe investment. You are a good investment. My transcript in hand, grades intact. Another thing, physically, I'm in shape. I'm ready for this opportunity. I'm not gassing at this doggone opportunity, not ready for. So people knew that I was in shape. So those are two things that I did off the bat that made me prepare, that helped me to be prepared for the opportunity. The third thing I did was I stuck to my game. I stuck to what I did best. Because I had to try out. When I dropped out of college, they didn't just say write this waybill. I had to show them that I could hoop. I had to show them that I could actually play this game. So when I got in, it was a tryout. They wanted to peep game. What you been doing for 2 years? When I made up my mind that I wanted to get back in, I made sure that I carved out time so I was ready for this opportunity. And when I got in there, I made sure I stuck to my meat and potatoes. I stuck to what I could do, right? So me, I'm not a three-point shooter. So during this tryout, guess what I'm not going to be doing? Shooting threes. That's not what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing what I know I can do best. I'm not going to be stretching myself to do things that I'm not able to do because I understand that all eyes are on me right now and I want to make sure that I maximize this opportunity. I want to make sure that I capitalize on it in a way that I can earn a full ride scholarship. Number 4, the fourth thing that I would say that I think will be helpful for you when you're trying out for a team, when you dropped out of college and you're trying to get back into college and get a full ride scholarship is have a positive attitude. That, again, these principles I'm sharing with you, a number of these principles, you go back and listen to this, a number of these principles are not just basketball, football, baseball, student athlete related. A lot of this stuff is life related. People want to be around you if you have a positive attitude. And I think that, when you're trying out for teams and whatnot, it's easy to adopt the mentality of like, it's me against the world, dog. I'm out here, I'm eating, man. I ain't making no friends. I didn't come here to make no friends. I came here to win. It's just all about me. And I'm telling you, that is a toxic trait to have. You gotta understand that when you're going on these teams, they already have a sense of equilibrium about themselves. They already have a sense of a community. You're coming into their community, okay? The last thing you want to do is disrupt it to the point that it throws everybody off, and now they feel disrespected. So have a positive attitude. A positive attitude means not only am I positive about what I'm doing well, but I'm positive about what other people are doing well. I'm making sure I'm joining in that community. I'm making sure that I'm friendly to be around. And I'll go back to what I said earlier. This is a good trait to have in life, because even when you're, like, say if you have a job, you're in an office space, if you can't play in the sandbox with the other little boys and other little girls, you're not going to be there very long. And if you are going to be there for any extended amount of time, it's going to be miserable for you and everyone else involved. So have it in your mind that I'm going to be likable. Some people may call it fake. Some people may call it dishonest. I call it getting along with everybody else. Okay? You don't have to be like everybody else. We may not see the same way politically or whatever. At the end of the day, we have a goal to reach. And you can put me in the room with anybody. I don't care if they speak the language I speak. And I guarantee you, I know how to play nice with everyone. I know how to strategize with everyone. I know how to collaborate with everyone. I know how to work towards a common goal with everyone. And I don't care if they don't do the same things I do outside of that space. If they don't go to this, if they don't listen to the same music, or so on and so forth. And that is something that I did when I walked on to the school after sitting out for 2 years that I know will be able to help you. 5. So the last thing I did was I operated in a sense of gratitude. I thanked the people that was involved. That means teammates and that means coaches. I was thankful for that opportunity. They didn't have to give me the opportunity to try out. I was thankful. Whether I stuck and they offered me something and I was able to get there and play the next year or not. It was a joyful situation for me, and I definitely didn't feel like they had to do that. And I think by operating in a spirit of gratitude, which we all should be doing anyway, by being able to do that, I didn't feel entitled. They didn't owe me anything. And I made sure that was apparent. So fortunately for me, those 5 things were the things that actually got me over that hump